Hey, Boblin the Goblin.
Yes?
What's the one thing every TTRPG player needs?
Dice! More pretty shiny clickety clackety, let's go attackity dice!
You'll be the envy of all your Dice Goblin friends with a new set from Dice Envy. They have sets in polymer,
Yes!
wood,
Yes!
and metal.
Yes!
Plus accessories,
Yes!
mystery sets,
Yes!
subscription boxes, and more.
Yes!
Whether it's your first set, a new set to match a new character, or just because you need more. Excuse me. Dice Envy has you covered. Click the Friends Who Roll Dice affiliate link when it pops up in chat to help support our channel. Why not give your friends Dice Envy?
I must have them. Lickety clackety.
Go! We're live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of The Mind and the Martyr. Hope you're all doing well, keeping okay, all of that good stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump straight into things. I
Wait.
always go, yeah, what have you done?
No, nothing. You're muted on Google Meet.
Oh, what have I done? Okay.
What have you done, Ray? What have
That's
you done?
That is entirely valid. There always has to be something, doesn't there? It's always
How
one thing.
I am insulted that you thought it was me. I know it usually is. However, I did good this time.
You do good every time. It's just that technology often gets to us. That's all. Especially with this stream. It's always technology, one way or another. But yes, we should be good now. Fingers crossed. I hope. Wonderful. Amazing. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump into the session here. But just before that, there's a few folks that help keep us on the air. You would have seen the Dice Envy sponsor there. The code should be in chat to go ahead and use that. There are also the folks at Grinding Coffee Co., a Black LGBT plus owned coffee company. My primary thing for them at the moment is take a look on their Twitter. They have a few details about holiday deliveries and stuff like that. You're going to want to get in orders soon if you're going to want your stuff by or before the holidays, because of course everyone needs to go ahead and take a rest, and that of course includes postal services as well. So yeah, go ahead and take a look there. Make sure you've got everything before the holidays come around, and pick up some Christmas flavors as well while you're at it, because there's a whole bunch of seasonal stuff coming in, and I haven't tried it myself. From what I've heard from the other streamers, the Grinding Coffee supports, and other folks I know who tend to frequent, it's pretty good stuff. You can also always pick up a sample pack if you just want to try a few different flavors and see whether it's for you. So yeah, go ahead and check out Grinding Coffee Co. Throw in FWRD for some money off your order. You'll be supporting an independent business and helping us out as well. And of course, we are a Roll20 ambassador stream. Roll20 is an online toolset that brings pen and paper RPGs online. Whether you want to go ahead and sign up for free and just jump in and get started straight away, or go ahead and pay for a pro package and level up your GMing and playing game to the next level. Or maybe you want to jump onto the marketplace and purchase any of the assets that are on the marketplace or entire TTRPGs that have been pre-converted into Roll20 so that you can just slot in and play. Roll20's got a little bit of everything. You can go ahead and choose from some fantastic, well-known TTRPGs or some brilliant, just incredible indie creators as well. So yeah, go ahead and check them out at roll20.net. This is how we roll. And with that, let's go ahead and jump into the session here. Who did we say was going to recap for the folks at home?
You said absolutely nothing. We didn't say.
No, Jesse was, because Valerky and some stuff.
All right, last time in Mind and the Martyr. Great, okay, making sure I'm not muted. now we took a wonderful journey down Logan's mind. Logan is our brainworm friend. Hiroki, best friend of the team party friend, tried to help, and now he shut them down and out of the mind. We learned that, or now I took a closer look at the cone and discovered that the traitor, the second mind flayer, I'm gonna call it a mind flayer. It's not a mind flayer. I'm gonna call it a mind flayer. The second mind flayer worm inside the cone, it was the individual that Logan was referring to as traitor, and it was Logan's brother. That was fun. That was a fun little moment. Let's see. Every time now I dove into the memory, we were getting hurt, but it's fine. And then we thought that Naui was stuck. She wasn't. She got out. All's good. Jacaranda had... Oh, right. I have the note. Jacaranda is thrown through every story, every memory that she's had or has been told. Jacaranda, would you like to elaborate on that, or was that a good? Is that a good sentence?
That's all I know about it. So
okay, cool, great. And also we discovered that the original plan was to send 2 Aravathun sympathizers to our plane and influence some people on our side to make things better, easier for the eventual return of Aravathun, or the eventual uprising of Aravathun. And Valerki, that bitch, was one of them. And so another reason for us to absolutely despise her guts, and I can't wait to punch her in the face. And also the section of the Magikarnum. So it is confirmed that the Magikarnum is just awful and evil. And after all that info dumping, Mara needed a hug, so we visited our friend Adam in... Don't tell me, I'm going to look it up. Give me a second. Nope, don't do it. It starts with a J. Don't do it. Don't tell me. Genzo. We went to Genzo and we said hi to our friend Adam. Adam is a very large man with many birds who makes many delicious smoothies. Naui had her first smoothie. Naui, how was the smoothie?
It was fine.
Do you remember the flavor of the smoothie?
No.
It was starfruit.
Oh, okay.
I think it was starfruit. That's all I remember.
Now he was also busy talking to birds.
Now he was also busy talking with birds and had some dishy gossip that she's not going to share with the team.
I won't.
We're also on our way to the town Leeton?
Yilton?
Yilton?
Yilton.
Spelled with 2 Y's, family. 2 Y's. Y.
Not where you would think.
But not where you expect.
So we're headed to the town Yilton to deal with some aggressive animals. And so after drinking some delicious smoothies and getting a proper, wonderful hug, we're back on the road. How did I do? Did I miss anything? I'm going to take your silence as a no, I didn't miss anything, and we're so good.
Nothing important. I mean, we took the little detector people to Stonehaven. But...
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Pretty much caught up. So, having spent a little bit of time catching up, grabbing some lunch, spending some time among the animals and the birds, Adam does eventually have to go back to work. So they'll go ahead and leave you with a hearty goodbye and a big hug for those who want it, as always. And you see he does very, not secretly, but clearly tries to be secret. He's not very smooth, bless him. He does leave a few jars just on the side and steps out. The rest of the town continues about as you'd expect, just getting along with their day. Is there any business that people wanted to handle before going back on the road?
Not unless Dawan wanted to visit the clinic she set up.
No. Because I originally was there to train and learn, and then had taken on an apprentice, and I yanked my apprentice back to Stonehaven. So
No, but you set up a clinic in Genzo before when we were in Genzo before we left. Because people were hurt.
I mean, if the clinic is still, because I think I was anticipating that being just like a temporary, here's some, like, this is how you take care of yourself, please take care of yourself. But once people are fixed up, you can keep it a clinic proper. I mean, I could pop in, but it's not, I don't have anything. Like,
Okay.
I think I would just be like, oh, okay, cool. You've got medicines well stocked. Go to this place.
It does still exist, but it's very much like basic first aid. It's definitely not anything elaborate. There's no one new that you would have spotted that has kind of taken the mantle or anything like that. It's just a place where people using medicine to keep each other alive, basically, in emergencies. But yeah.
I'm like picturing this like the nurses' offices in any manga or anime,
Yes.
where all the students just go in and they know how to take care of everything with zero supervision, and then they just leave.
That's perfect, actually. Yes, that's fantastic. Wonderful. I'm glad you. Yes, exactly the vibe.
Okay, good, great.
Perfect. Okay, so after popping in there, saying goodbye to the animals, and getting yourselves prepped, you can go ahead and head back on the road. Nawi, I assume that you're still being the main kind of traveling and tracker for this.
Worm.
Cool. If you can go ahead and give me another survival check, please.
You got it. It's not a 30 this time, everybody. I'm sorry. It's only a 26.
Oh, only.
When now I rolls
Cool.
medicine.
All right. So, your passage is, as expected, uneventful, and you do indeed, same as before, with Nawi's usual traveling skills, are able to speed up the process a little bit and travel a little faster than you would perhaps expect, because ranges.
Traveling faster anyway. Last time we didn't have mounts when we went this way.
True. You do kind of bank past Keen on your way to the wall, to the Deadlands here, and nothing immediately catches your eye. Town seems to be working just fine and continuing on its usual way. Casual everyday life. As you pass and continue out of this kind of foresty, meadowy area, past the large collection of crystals that you'd passed before and the tiny settlements here and there, and make your way out to this field that some of you will have seen before. This large, open meadowland that is quite hilly and kind of changes quite a bit as you're looking across the landscape. One section of the land clearly goes down to the coastal area. One continues up and crests, and at the top of the hill is this, what was once probably quite majestic, but now very run down and ash-covered city, which a few of you will recognize as Zentane. And to your your center right, you would see this very large, very imposing stone structure, this huge wall that just continually runs all the way down across the horizon, all the way down toward the beach area, and all the way back through the forest. It has seen better days, but it is firm, it is tall, and it stands. In the distance, you see a couple of individuals standing guard. They seem to be a little, for those of you with a passive insight over 13, you can see that there's a little bit of intensity to the way that they're standing. They're a little on edge. Not massively so. They're well trained, but there's definitely that edge of tension in them as you approach. One of them looks up, looks towards you, gives you all a slow nod, waits for you to get a little closer before. State your business, please.
There's a force that is sick or something.
The queen said we're here for the queen. The queen told us to come here.
What's your
help.
business?
We're keeping an eye on the gate, making sure that, well, as you may know beforehand, only certain individuals could cross the barrier, but I suppose that's not exactly that important now, but we do our job regardless. We're here to keep watch. They turn towards the other individual next to them. You see a young lizard folk individual in just kind of like nice but quite basic leather armor, looks towards this individual and nods in confirmation. They look back to you. You said the queen sent you?
Yes, so what can you tell us about like how keeping watch has been? It's animals being aggressive. Is there anything else that we should know? Is our friend here
Torn. Oh, feathery fella, right?
Last I saw.
Kind of tall, walks kind of up
Tall.
himself.
I don't know. I don't know about tall, but
Distinctive eyes.
afraid of. Oh well,
That'd be the
never
one.
mind.
Yeah, they came through here probably about a day ago at this point. They headed more kind of towards the southeast. Didn't really tell us too much, just that Elowin had sent them and showed them a seal and said to expect others, so I'm assuming that you are them. I don't know much about the situation, to be honest. I don't know how much is this your first trip to the Deadlands?
No.
Well, for some of us, but the ones who isn't, they were here earlier.
I see. Well, a crash course for some of you, then. The Deadlands are inhospitable, dangerous. What little wildlife that exists there is either killed off or scared off by a lot of the more twisted creatures that the death of these lands created. Through whatever the process was, we're still not 100% sure. Well, those creatures became a lot more agitated recently, a lot more defensive, and we found a lot of Redditors had become prey to creatures that we don't really understand.
What do you mean?
I don't know any more than that.
Well, what do you mean by you don't really understand? You've never seen them? You don't understand how they work? You don't understand.
Bit of everything. You're probably better off talking to your friend more than that, but from what I've understood, from what myself and my my companions were briefed, they are creatures that shouldn't really exist. They have traits from a few of the different predators that exist here, and
Like
few
a
traits
combination of many animals.
so they say.
Yeah, Dawan's just gonna like look at the
Aro,
group.
look at Dawn. Did you finish reading that book you were supposed to be reading about things like this?
Oh yeah. Don't ask Jesse about it, but Dawan for sure read that book.
So there are animals here, and they are being weird and all mixed up.
Essentially,
But you don't know much because you are not smart with animals.
not. We don't get a lot of information.
Okay, where do you know our friend is then? Did you say that? Did someone ask you?
It was to the south?
Southeast.
Goodbye.
Southeast.
I was just leaving.
They'll go ahead and tap a section of the wall, and as they do so, there's this small blue glyph that lights up, and the gate slowly opens inwards.
Is there like a password for when we come back, or
You should have been given, if some of you have already been here, you should have been given one of the passage stones. If you do need to be on the other side and you need to make your way back, just tap the stone against the gates and it'll open up. Or scream very loudly and we'll hear you.
Okay.
Either works. And please be careful.
You
Okay,
be careful.
so out of character, Dawan's the only one who's been to the Deadlands, right?
Out of this party, I believe Mara and I don't think Jacaranda's been. I think it's just
Mara? Why was Mara in the Deadlands? For what? Why was I there?
Was this the marionette?
You were with the group during the section with Yilton and Zentane and Faith.
I think I was there as well with where we lit the.
Nope. That was.
Am I getting this the wrong way around? Is this Jack and not Mara?
No, it was not Jack either.
Well, I remember us lighting a fuse and blowing something up.
Yeah, that was Zentane.
Yeah, it was in Zentane. Yes,
that was the
we went from
outside.
Genzo to
Yeah.
Zentane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so no one's been in the Deadlands.
That one's been to the Deadlands, right?
For some reason, I was like 100% sure that Mara had gone for some reason. That's
okay. I'm very confused with what the Deadlands is. And
I was like Mara, maybe, but not before I joined the. Or before I joined the show.
Got you. No,
I like this guy.
I'm just telling those guys. Yeah, I've been there.
You should have a rock to get back in. The entire group.
What rock?
Do we have a rock?
This is the moment where the "I got a rock" quote would be perfect.
So, what if we lost our passage stone? Could you give us one?
Yeah. I mean, we can scream, but I think a lot of people could scream.
Unless it's any stone, I can throw a stone through a door.
Through?
Begins to unravel the glove around their hand, and takes the glove off and slowly kind of shimmies out of this leather, this small kind of gray-orange stone. Just take mine.
Thank you.
Oh wait, what's your name? Is it on there or is it on the stone?
It's not on the stone. No, Chelsea is the name.
Chelsea's the name. How do you know if it's your stone? I just mean when we come back.
Possession's 9 tips of the law, Chelsea, you idiot.
Just don't worry about it. When I go back, I'll get a replacement. It's fine.
Oh.
No worries.
So now it's not your stone anymore. Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Somebody
Sure.
should hold on to this that is not me.
I mean, Dawn will take it. I'll take it. And add it to my bag of holding.
Dawan is girlfriend of holding.
Dawan is the party purse. But also I'm going to send down the group chat. So we're definitely thinking chimeric animals, chimeric predators, right?
Yep.
I think, yeah, probably. So you
Probably
think
more
that
crew thickworm hybrids.
should we try to find that one? Do you think they would lead us to the rest?
But I don't know if the Kruthic chimeric animals are working with a pack mentality or if they're solitary. And
Or being controlled?
or being controlled. The Kruthic worm was being controlled. I think it's best we're just cautious. I don't want to bring. Oh no. Thank you. I need to hide it. Oop. We need to. I lost track of what I was trying to say.
We just have to find these animals and figure out what's going on.
I mean, it shouldn't be too hard.
We should find Ton.
Oh, or
I'm
that.
just only familiar with the one creature, and I might be able to track that one, but I don't know if I can track like whatever. Oh, they're a lot of predators together. Like, I don't know.
Well, the important thing to keep in mind is if they are predators and they are acting strangely and hunting things they should not, is we will have to keep an eye out that we are not being hunted.
Or we should get hunted and then we can find them. Or they'll find us.
No, you don't want to get hunted. If they are good at their job, they won't fall for the trick. They'll make you think they're falling for the trick, and then it'll be a trick for your trick.
Well, maybe if we find something else to get hunted and then we save the thing that it is
We will just hunt them.
okay.
I am a very good hunter.
I'm not.
It's okay. Can you find your this ton? Can you find them so we don't have to go looking?
Let's find out if I can.
I can just send them a message and say, "Yo, we're coming through the wall. Want to
Shut
meet
up.
up somewhere?"
Shoot up. After the concert, let's meet underneath the Little Caesar sign.
So I sent Ton a message.
And I
Hey, Con.
Oh wait.
Queenie Face sent us here to wrangle some animals. We just got through the wall. Where are you at?
Where you at?
Where you be?
Must you add face to everything? I'll be there in
I
about
have
15
yet
minutes.
to call you feathered face, but yes. He's coming.
You wait a few moments as the gates close back over. And indeed, towards the southeast, across this huge area, and since this is the first time seeing this area for most of you, having stepped through, you can see this huge, huge expanse of just flat, dead land. There's no bumps, there's no hills, there's the occasional section of very, very old ruins and debris that has been covered in dirt and mud and ash. But all in all, nothing really seems to be alive here. The ground itself almost seems to crumble underneath you. You feel like if it wasn't just by pure compaction that you'd fall straight through, whatever small corpses of plants and flowers that still remain will never grow again. They are truly, truly dead. And Jack, Dewan, and Noe specifically, as you pass through this threshold, it's almost like stepping into nothing. It's this very vivid, cold emptiness. You feel your connection to the constant and to the powers that you wield. The connection itself almost seems to shudder as you empty this nothingness. It's this strange feeling of your abilities both almost wanting to surge out of you to fill the space, the gap around you. And paradoxically, this same kind of shrinking of sorts. You almost feel like you are the only signs of life for a very, very, very long time, even though you know you've just stepped past this threshold. It's a jarring sense, certainly.
So for Mara and the folks at home, what does Mara know about the Deadlands and what happened here to make it deaded?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
16.
All right. Simple answer is no one really knows. At some point within the last couple of 100 years, there was some kind of accident that specifically affected the life force and the ground around this area. It's very specific in that it stops before the coast and follows the kind of coastline around and continued to spread and spread and spread. The wall itself holds back this decay from spreading through the entirety of Zenry. What the wall doesn't cover, the circle of druids to the north takes care of the rest and ensures that things aren't going to spread too far out of control. But due to the fact that most nature-based and primordial magics don't seem to work on the actual earth and ground itself, it's a very difficult issue to identify, and no one's quite managed it yet. There's a lot of theories, but no one's quite figured it out. There is this one city that has kind of become a hub of, or was a hub of both individuals wanting to be paid well for difficult work and individuals looking to solve a great mystery in Yilton. And then the only other thing that seems to have any kind of life in it is the volcano that sits just away on the far, far eastern side, right next to the coast. That's about it. It's all that people have really figured out so far.
Did this happen all at once, or was it a gradual thing?
The initial event was pretty instant. But then once people had realized that it had begun to spread, they tried to pivot in the post quite quickly.
Was the volcano always there, or did it appear around the same time the event happened?
The volcano has always been there. Or at least as long as people know, it's been there for a long, long, long time. And as you would know from your friend Oren, the volcano of Faith holds one of the primordial sisters, essentially a demigod of fire, and very connected to the mythos of the sons of Vega.
That's when they went to the elemental plane?
Correct.
Was through the volcano?
Through the volcano, yes. You know it was Kylira, is the sister that resides in Faith.
Oh. Jack is going to take a blanket out of her backpack and like just like rip strips and then just wrap it around like her roots as like makeshift shoes, which normally she's not worried about, but since this place is killing everything, she doesn't want to like accidentally like root or pick anything up.
I get you. Cool. Good to know.
I was gonna say all that for Naoi and Lupa. I think with all this going on across the social, Lupa tucks her tail and her ears go flat. And I'm not a wolf, but I think it feels as if my ears also go flat.
Yeah, I imagine that Shikari's fur is standing on end. You know, the cat's and his tail is really poofy. It was poofy before, but it's really poofy now.
Doesn't anybody else feel that? This place is really bad. I don't know if this place was like this bad and now something's making it worse. Like something really bad's going on here. If it has these animals scared, like the ones who sort of live here, then I am a little worried.
Well, that's why the queen sent us.
No, you are right. Do you feel okay, Mara?
I'm not affected by it as much as you. My magic is used to chaos, so this is just another
That's good.
chaotic thing. However, Shikari does not like it.
That yes, it looks upset. Hiroki, do you feel okay?
Unsettled, but not too bad.
It's like if you were listening to a song and then the song stopped, but there wasn't like something else replaced the song. It just like the person stopped singing abruptly. They go like, yeah.
Like in a vacuum? Where there should be something?
Nawi, are you going to be able to track here? I know it's
Yes.
very different from the terrains you're used to.
Well, if after I'm here for a while, I will at least have a lay of the land. I won't say I will be used to it, but luckily, I learned how to track when I was very little before I had my magic, so I don't need anything like that to track something. Just my eyes. Sometimes my nose. My tongue that one time.
Speaking of that, what do you smell?
Do I? Let's see. What do I smell with my nowy nose? with 19.
With my nowy nose.
What do your elven eyes see?
You expect to smell like dry dead earth, or dead plants, dead foliage, or some kind of rot or decay. Just kind of smells of nothing.
Oh, that's worse.
I hate that. I hate that.
There's this very, very, very faint smell of ash as the winds from the volcano, what little wind there is from the volcano, seems to be kind of carrying across a lot of this area. And again, almost you didn't notice it from the barrier. You never would have guessed there was anything of ash and fire behind here, but other than the slightest kind of smell of ash, it's just nothing. It's a void of senses.
So I think what I'm going to seize is... And I lean over, I think I sniff Dwan, really deep, to make sure it's not my nose. Okay, you smell great, darling, but,
No, I smell like fear. Are you kidding me?
I won't get into what now he's into, but she sniffs the area and she's like, I don't smell anything. Like, the dirt doesn't smell, the dead tree doesn't smell. I don't. What, I can still see things, so I can still track stuff with like that.
Will your magic work? Well, any of your magics work. Jacaranda, Dewan.
Well, let's try.
Better to know now.
Has Tuan showed up yet?
He was going to be like 15 minutes, so.
Okay.
For that matter, do any of our magics work?
I would like...
Mara would just let out a single note and be like, yeah, mine works.
Gust.
There's a... It does feel weird when you're casting, though, Jacaranda.
Okay.
Almost as if not necessarily negative, but it's like it's like when you've shaken up a Coke bottle and you finally let the lid off. It's almost as if a releasing of pressure, and it almost feels like the land not necessarily drinks it up, because it's not actively sucking magic out of you, but it feels like it's trying to gather a semblance of that natural energy back after having been missing for so long.
Don't like that.
Yeah, I think I'd try to like unsheath my claws in primal savagery. Just like flex. Because it's primal magic.
Same again. That slight sense of release with a mixture of almost the air around you almost kind of trying to absorb what residual it can. Again, it's not trying to leech the energy off you. It's more like it's thirsty, I guess. It's been barren for so long.
I must say it feels like having way too many layers of nail polish on your fingers. Dawn just kind of like shakes her fingers. I don't like that. Don't like that.
Cast Hiroki will cast light, and I'm wondering, is it feel like the light itself is also subdued? Like it doesn't have its normal reach or normal brightness or something like that.
Casting light and having it in your hand, it seems fine. But as you kind of look out towards where it's radiating, it's not weaker. It's just a bit blurred almost. It's like you're looking at it through a hazy window.
So it's more diffused.
You don't think it would affect its actual use at all, but it's definitely just a kind of vibe of this place.
I mean, this is even getting to my magic. Normally, when I cast light, it's got the sharp lines or the sharp light and really bright. This feels kind of hazy at the edges.
So I think we should find Ton, figure out what's going on with the animals, figure out if they're chimeric animals, and then get out of here.
While we are here, I don't think I'll be able to safely find us food and water, so we have what we brought, but and I'll cast Goodberry to test my magic. We have these if we need them. They are good for a day and can provide the nourishment you need. It is not the most pleasant experience as having an actual cup of fresh water and a meal, but it will provide. Jack, I know you usually don't partake, but I think it'd be best while we are here that you don't take root.
You muted.
Oh yeah, I will. I definitely will not. Yeah, like Jack has already wrapped her feet in cloth so that she's not even touching the ground here.
And I look at Dewan. I don't even want to leave them out. We should probably put them in your bag so they are not around here, and call them if we need them.
Yes. Here's a question for the team, the people who know D&D better than I. Does food spoil the same in a bag of holding?
That's a DM question. Usually, it is.
I feel like it would be less like
right, because there's not a lot of oxygen in it.
It's a vacuum.
Yeah. It's a vacuum, which means that it spoils slower because there's not all of the microbes and stuff in the air, but it would still spoil because there's going to be stuff in the food, on the food, that'll eventually.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to wrap them in like a cheesecloth and some gauze that I have and stick them in the bag of holding.
Okay.
The party purse.
So Shikari and Lupa are coming with us, but did Dewan and Jacaranda want to leave their mounts here and mount up with us?
Sure.
Yes.
Or did they want to bring their mounts?
I don't need to bring mine.
I brought mine, but if my mount is acting a little testy.
Something wrong with chimeric animals, you say?
I mean, all of the creatures in your accompaniment here are very visibly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But and Loop are coming with no matter what, so
I think I will say that before we even crossed the threshold, because we heard about the chimeric animals, I think Dawn is going to leave her mount tied up nearby. Maybe there's like mount posts, and also leave Poultice and Pestle because they've suddenly appeared for the chat. They are two of Dawn's cats. They come and go as they please because they are cats and you can never control them. They will pop into the stream and then they'll leave just as quietly. But Poultice and Pestle have appeared, and Dawn is going to. I'll just tell. Look, the two cats in their ugly, ugly faces. Stay here, protect the mount. Don't wander. Don't kill the birds. And then leave. So that's where the mount is. I don't have a mount. I have a mount.
Wait for
This way.
Dawn? Dawn?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. After a while, chatting about magic and getting things with your animals sorted, getting them settled. Across the horizon, you do see a silhouette of an individual. Seems to be carrying quite a large carcass across one shoulder, and is slowly kind of bringing it along. As they get closer, for individuals who haven't met Torn yet, they are a relatively middle height to tall individual. They are a shifter, though a different kind than Dewan. Very kind of owl-like features. Feathers kind of coming across the forehead and being like pushed back. The most distinctive thing about them would be that they have two sets of eyes. They have their regular ones at the front, but then the eyelid actually continues around, and there is a second set by the temples, and it kind of creates this almost a lot wider in terms of vision. They probably around 30s, probably mid-30s, wearing this very decorative and very clearly enchanted set of plate mail, using a sheathed longsword on one side and a marked shield on the other, with the mark of Wavinlia, the god of the tides, placed upon it. They step on forwards and kind of catch eyes with a few of you, and give those that he recognizes a nod, smiles a little, and stops probably about 100 yards from you, and just places this beast on the ground and kind of just openly gestures, wipes away a little of the kind of dust that's built up on his shoulder, and you see a very strange creature before you. The body itself seems to be muscular and bulky, four-legged creature, but as the face kind of begins to come up and you look a little closer towards the face, it begins to take on more of a feline aspect. You see almost a jaguar's head of sorts. These long kind of canines and predatory features. You see from the main bulk of this sturdy body, you see three black tendrils that have been almost stuck to the back, that have been flown across. And you see towards the rear of this creature, this long serpentine whip-like tail you very clearly see marks of small arcane stitches and sigils scattered throughout the body. He places it before you. Sorry, I've been busy.
Clearly, I'm gonna get on to inspecting this body. A lot of looking at like feet and tracks that came in. Like now he's just starting to start collect data for things to be trying to track. I'm not gonna trophy hunter this thing. I didn't kill it. So that's what I will be doing for this discussion. Naui is not great at questioning, but she's gonna be like trying to figure out how it moves and all that kind of stuff, even though there's a bunch of different creatures, but any data is good data in her head.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
Mara's gonna draw the animal and also the arcane runes. And she'll start asking questions while she's doing this because she can multitask. So you've been here hunting for a few days, I assume.
It's been a little bit, yes. As this conversation's happening, Nali, go ahead and roll me a nature check.
Can I assist in this nature check because Dawan is 100% conversing with Naui about this and trying to like piece parts to creatures.
Yes, you absolutely can. You can either make your own check or you can give Naui advantage.
Can I make my own check with like knowing what I know about the chimeric process from what I've read books and
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Torn looks towards you, Mara. Just, it's good to see you again.
You as well. Glad you're alive.
Yet again, under dreadful circumstances, but I'm pleased to see most of you in good shape. And
by the way, this is Hiroki, our new friend.
That's what I was about to ask. Hiroki.
Hello.
Torn.
Nice to meet you. Hiroki cannot multitask, but he would like to do an Arcana check just to see if he can like decipher any of the symbols on it.
Sure thing. Absolutely. What was your nature checks, friends?
18.
21.
Awesome.
7.
Okay.
Oh no.
So for the nature checks, there's a little bit more of a botched job in comparison to some of the chimeric creatures you've seen, which thankfully makes it rather easily identifiable. There seems to be a very obvious fusion between an auroch, which is like a large, kind of a mixture between a goat and an elk almost. Relatively regular creature, and a displacer beast. And it has been very rushedly fused together with the usual magics that you would recognize, Dewan, from both what you've read and what you've seen. With your little bit of additional knowledge, this creature was not brought into this world recently. Seems to be an older seal.
Okay. That was honestly my follow-up question was, could it be surmised that this was an earlier experimentation that led to the Kruthic worm?
Yeah, this looks like a far older, and Navi, you would also be able to tell just from the age of the creatures involved. This is an older an older creature for sure. Was definitely fused a while ago, not recent. Hiroki, you don't have a lot of experience in this kind of thing, but you can definitely recognize that there's a mixture of arcane runes and almost arcane threads that have kind of created this creature. Not your usual kind of, horror story stitching things together. This is more of an actual, like, arcane and alchemical combination, but to what degree, you have no idea. This is most certainly new to you.
How long did it take you to take down this beastie? That one's gonna ask Ton. Or did you find it like this?
I actually found it hunting down another creature. When it actually decided to fight, it didn't take too long, but it was a very jumpy creature. Didn't like staying in one place. Rather fortunate that it ran into someone with good peripheral vision.
What kind of creature was it chasing?
Some kind of saber-toothed predator, not entirely sure exactly what, but there's a few of them that have been roaming around these lands for some time. Didn't spot anything strange about it, and none of my senses picked up anything magical about that creature, just this one.
So since you've been here, have you noticed their hunting patterns? Are they hunting together? Are they apart? What other kind of combinations have you seen?
Certainly separate. I haven't seen any particular patterns. It looks like a bunch of beasts that are desperate to find their way in the world, but what few creatures I've seen, some of them have been very unstable. This is whatever magic is going on here is cruel. Seems to be mostly the monstrous sort. Creatures that have existing properties, should we say. Helpful properties. Dangerous ones.
Have you seen them move in packs at all? Do they move together? Do they move separate?
I, over the last couple of days, have probably only seen a handful of creatures with the same modifications. Most of them have been completely different from each other.
But
They seem to be alone.
There's no hierarchy you have noticed that is forming? They all just move and attack each other randomly?
It would appear so. And it's made the usual wildlife far more aggressive than it usually is, which is saying something for these lands.
When did they start appearing?
The reports that I got said about a week and a half. Could have been far more. Not many individuals have really been watching these lands closely, as after the abductions, focuses have been on preventing future ones rather than investigating past sites too much.
Mara, look at everyone else. Okay, so what is our plan here? I mean, these deadlands are massive. Are we to hunt down all of these abominations?
Queen Elowen
Are
didn't.
we to
Go ahead.
Queen Elowen just wanted us to find out what was causing the aggressiveness. Obviously, we now know what's causing the aggressiveness, but what do we do about it?
Well, do we know what's causing the aggressiveness? Like, is it?
These animals hunting the predators.
Yeah,
in
but
this
I
area.
mean, we need to know why. I mean, there's like why they're here. We're assuming we know, but are we gonna have to handle the weird sect of the Magicarnum in order to take care of this?
Well, if the Magicarnum, obviously they released these animals here, but we don't know how long ago. And if I doubt they're still here, they're probably back doing whatever nefarious plans they have. So I don't know that us hunting here is going to help us with that.
But should we help with the taking care of more of these beasts that are here?
We can kill as many as we can, but likely we're not going to find them all. There's no way for us to know if we found them all.
That's true.
We can try a magical approach of maybe something that would kill them but leave the rest of the predators alone, but I don't know what that would be.
Thorn will speak up in just 2 moments, but
Nope,
we
it's
lost
fine.
an Austin.
It's fine. I fixed it. I figured. I did it on
Okay.
the fly.
Never
Okay.
mind then.
We're going
Thorn will speak up now.
We're good. But I fixed it on the fly. We're good. We're fine.
Thorn will speak up and just say,
We'll do it live.
we'll do it live. The regular ecosystem here is being threatened by these strange creatures, which is why they're aggressive. But from what I've seen, they are brief and unstable. They weren't just brought here and released. I think that there is probably some kind of facility here. And, well, I don't exactly know what that is,
so we
but
think they're being made here and released. That's different. That we can handle.
Well, also, Mara, I don't know how you are with like creating decomposition spells or unraveling spells, but they seem to be kind of held together like almost through an alchemical means.
I have no spells that can do that.
Dawn literally looked into this. I don't remember what she found out because I've been why am I speaking as Jesse? I've been researching chimeric creatures ever since we found one that seemed a little more intelligent than others. And if there is a way to unravel them, quote unquote, it's complicated, right? And I haven't found the means to undo someone else's magic. I think that was it.
Maybe it's just they're believing harder than we are.
The power of friendship.
Oh no, just believing in their creation.
So we need to believe in their
Non-existence. Because these are things that shouldn't exist.
dissemblance.
Or perhaps if we find the people that are doing it, we can figure out how to undo it with that information that we find, either from them or from the things that they have, or we can.
That would probably be easier.
I feel like the person.
I mean, we can do both, maybe.
That was in charge of creating these. And that one's just going to like shoot a sidelong glance at Rochelle.
Mara.
Not Rochelle, Mara.
I mean, Rochelle's here now.
Yeah.
Looks out into the camera.
Breaks the fourth wall. Sidelong glance at Mara. I don't think the person who created these, or the person in charge of the person who created these, would be willing to help us.
I don't think willing is the problem. Like, we can get things done.
Yes. But I don't think that I feel like that still doesn't solve our problem of then what? Do we go around and unravel all of these animals? Creatures?
Well, if we find where they're being made,
we can
then maybe find out how they're being made. And then maybe we could talk to an arcane magic user like maybe Kata. And maybe a spell could be created that's like a virus to the magic. So like it would unravel all of them. But we should find this place first.
Here's my thought process. If you are like in a boat or something and there's like a hole in a boat and like there's more water coming into the boat, like just getting the water out of the boat isn't gonna do anything. You have to like stop the water from coming in first. So if we make sure that we're not gonna have a lot more,
if the facility is shut down.
Right. And then also Ton said that they're like not super stable. So maybe by playing the long game and just making sure like there's no more coming, then the other ones will maybe just unravel over time if we can't just like immediately kill all of them. Yes, it'll cause havoc for a while until that happens, but at least we know that there's expiration date.
We should find wherever these creatures came from. We warn the wall guards. We warn anyone coming through the Deadlands. I don't know why anyone would want to go through these Deadlands. But
I mean, worst comes to worst, we just go ask the volcano to erupt. But we gotta find this facility first. Well, there's someone who lives in the volcano that may be willing to help us. But first, we should find this facility and learn everything we can about how these creatures are made. Because if they can drop them here, they can drop them anywhere. So we need information, because we do need to know how to stop them. Like I said, maybe we introduce a sickness. But that's probably going to take mine's creators. My magic's different. My magic doesn't do sickness, but something like that.
Are other animals we've found out that are not the creepy ones, and maybe we can ask them if they've seen anything weird or where they're where maybe these are like congregated or where they know like where to avoid? Because I feel like animals kind of have that instinct if they keep seeing these things in a certain spot. So maybe if we tracked the saber-toothed animal that this creature was tracking, hunting.
Sounds
I don't
like a
know.
plan
I'm
to
just
me.
figuring, throwing things out.
We could try to hunt the saber-tooth predators.
Well, not
or
hunt,
we
well-
just not hunt as in to kill, just hunt as in to find.
Yeah.
But if we happen to find another creature willing to communicate with us along the way, that's faster. Navi, can you pick up any tracks? Has there been any recent movement in this area other than ourselves? Muted.
You.
Good.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I'm
Oh,
not
no.
muted.
Oh,
Okay.
that's weird. Maybe it was just so quiet that it just was like, no, that's not happening.
Has there been recent movement in this area? Question mark.
Go ahead and make me a survival check. I'm gonna say with disadvantage
How dare you?
because it's gonna be very hard to track anything in a dead land.
Well, I got a 28 and a 29. Hard you
Stats.
say.
It is still tough, even for you. Like going into your natural processes, you realize a lot of them aren't working here, and you have to push yourself in a way that you haven't in a long time to try and figure this out. You like figuring out puzzles like these every now and then, and you have done before, and you catch the vaguest track that seems to travel off into the distance. It's slow. It's not moving too fast, whatever it is, and doesn't seem to be any kind of rush, but you do indeed find a path to follow.
Can I tell how big it is? What's its gait like?
Probably like a looper and a half.
Okay.
Would tracking from the air be better?
I am not sure. It is hard enough to pick up this. I don't know if from the air if he would see more or see less. If you can get eyes on what it is not moving fast.
I mean, there's not going to be any trees. So all it
No.
could hide under would be rocks.
Well, I mean, if you can see it, then yes, but right now all we have is the tracks. We don't know which way they go. So you have to pick, like if you could fly up and then you just see it, then, well, yes, that is better to just see the thing. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Well, we know the direction that Ton came from, and that's where the saber-tooth was. So you and I could head that direction, see what we can see.
I have a rough direction, yes. My skills are a little more magical than mundane, so tracking creatures and the like isn't really in my skill set. So
Right. We
your
weren't going to
assistance
ask you to.
is appreciated.
To try. We were going to have you stay here with the friends, and then Naui and I can go see what we can see, and then come back.
I would much rather we travel together.
I could come too.
But you don't like heights.
But I do
I'll
have a
stay on
flying
the
bike.
ground.
Oh,
Your bike flies.
Hiroki's
Doesn't
bike
it?
flies, yeah.
Yeah.
Does it? No? It
Torn's
did.
now like
It
Torn's now like tilted his head a little, looking towards Hiroki, and just Where do they find you people? All right, go. Go. He kind of laughs to himself a little, chuckles.
I think they found me outside of a bar. They exploded it. Or there was an explosion and they ran out.
I feel like we didn't cause. Well, I mean,
No, I did.
I thought they exploded it, or
Well,
Again.
if you go cause and effect,
yeah.
we matter as we leave. So we're all going to find this thing, right?
Wait, if we're all going, so I can cast Fly 3 times. So if I cast it on Shikari and Lupa, we could ride Shikari and Lupa?
I will stay on the ground with Tawn.
Tawn can just get a shield.
Are we?
Does Tawn need to come with us?
This is a.
He knows the area better than we do.
I mean,
He's
I
been
don't
here
know.
for the
We're
last
pretty
few days.
mundane, so.
Oh no, Jack's gonna take that personally.
Okay. All right. Wait. So, Mara is going to cast Fly on Shikari and herself, or just
No, Shikari and Lupa.
Shikari and
Yeah.
Lupa. Fly
So
in
that
the
now
air.
we can ride
Yep.
Lupa.
Yep.
Mara will ride Shikari.
Yep.
Apparently, Hiroki's bike also flies.
Yep.
Which it does.
So
It does.
So someone can go on Hiroki's bike with Hiroki.
What is Hiroki's bike's weight capacity?
It's made of metal, probably a lot.
Hiroki's vehicle can hold one other person, but it will cut down their speed.
I was see the reason I asked that is because we do have one being with us who isn't quite person size, is a bit on the big side. A bit on the tall and long.
I thought they were very light, though. Is that
Who
not
are we
correct?
talking about right now?
Is Jacaranda not very light?
Okay.
I thought
Is
Jacaranda was
Jacaranda
very
light?
light.
I'm wood,
I was
wooden, but I'm hollow in the center.
Are you
Yeah, Jack's light.
I was saying, are you dry
Yeah, I thought Jack
wood or
was
are you
light.
damp wood?
Jack is
Depends
light.
on the day.
Ooh-wee.
Situation.
Back to Hinge Blast.
Oh boy.
I guess.
But
my
it's not
question-
necessarily the speed. We just need to get up higher so we can see further.
Then
My question is, our goal is to find this thing and hope it likes us, and then ask it questions.
Yeah.
Basically, that is from what I've gathered. Yes.
To find any animal that's not one of these creatures.
It doesn't have to be
Listen.
specifically this one.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
suggest a thing, and y'all might hate it because we just reached the Deadlands. But what if
What?
we went up and then split out and kept in touch with our group text? And as soon as one of us finds a group of animals, because I'm pretty sure Jacaranda can speak with animals. Can Mara speak with animals?
Yes.
Both Naui and Dawan can speak with animals. I think Tawn can speak with. Everyone can speak with animals in this group. We can all speak
I-
with animals.
I can't.
Can people make the animal friendly?
As I
I
say,
believe I
Hiroki
can.
Hiroki cannot, and Torn cannot.
Okay.
But
I can handle them.
Hiroki can make
I can
animals
animal
friendly.
handle them. But I cannot.
but-
I cannot just
but-
instantly make
So, but it solidifies my point in that if Hiroki and Jacaranda team up, and then Mara and Tawn team up, of course the girlfriends are gonna team up. Like that's not even.
Not even going to suggest
No.
otherwise.
Because
Yeah.
what
Come on now.
here is to explain things above table. Now, I would recommend if you're trying to find something and make it your friend, flying in on a big creature is gonna spook it.
Well, if we just spot
land
the
away
creature,
from it.
Okay,
We're
this
just
is
trying to.
We're just
yeah,
trying to
we'll-
trying to
we'll
scout.
see.
We're not necessarily. What I gathered was that we're trying to find a group, not necessarily find group, land on group of animals, and then try to
Right,
start up
exactly.
negotiations. We just need a direction.
Okay. So
Maybe from there we can even see like, oh, like there's a building with
Right.
lights.
With lights?
Well, because that's where people are usually, right?
screaming.
I mean, any building, I have a feeling. And how are they having a building? Why wouldn't it decay?
Wait, I just like
Anyway.
decorating the thought process here. If people are there, there are going to be lights, and just like passing by a dark abandoned building, like that can't be it.
Nobody's
there are
there.
no lights.
I mean,
Okay,
likely they're
so-
probably using a cave, I would assume. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I was
that's neither here nor
there's like
there.
a built random building here. Like you don't think they...
There's a warehouse.
Oh, shit, there's a warehouse in the Deadlands.
We've unlocked God mode in Fallout 4, and we're just flying around.
Slash no
so-
clip. Like-
Yeah. So if Ton wants to hop on his shield, Mara will take him off her back. And hop on Shikari.
I will climb on the metal thing, but I don't like it.
Jack's like, this is the worst fucking day. I
was like,
can't
I
touch
was
the dirt. I'm on metal. I hate
Yeah.
everything about it.
I'm in the
Everybody's
air
all about
where trees are
buildings.
not meant to be. When was the last time you saw a tree in the air?
It was
When it was
bad.
being launched.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna Scooby Doo. I would recommend like at least her and Juan follow the tracks that she's found.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's good because Mara
Oh.
can't follow tracks. So
Shoot. So you're following just the tracks that Ton made?
No. I found a track of something that's a little bit bigger than Lupo.
Okay, so I'm going to search for the Sabretooth thing using a spell that I have. And then
It's a
we
good
can go
spell,
that
too.
way.
Don't you literally have locate creature, or do you need to know the creature
No,
that you're locating?
That's what I'm
Okay.
gonna try to do is locate creature, the closest one that's similar. Locate
Okay.
animals or plants. Okay. Within 5 miles. Cool.
Yep. Okay. So you're
You're splitting the
casting.
party.
You're casting. Are you
Split
casting
party in
locate
the
creature?
air.
Are you casting locate creature before everyone splits up and looks for clues?
No,
Well,
that
I
would
thought-
be,
no,
that would
we're
be sensible,
separating.
Ray.
Okay.
No,
Well, I thought
separate.
I thought we were all just gonna try to
Yeah.
find our own thing
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. I just
do our
wanted to.
leads.
More
I'm just trying to figure out the
information.
timeline. That's all. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out the sequence of events. All right. Cool.
Oh.
So you, cool, yeah. So you can definitely Scooby Doo split yourselves up. Torn will begrudgingly go into his shield and let you
Don't
handle
like
that,
heights.
Mara. He does not like heights.
Mara would prefer to have his owl eyes, but he doesn't like heights, so
It's
she
true.
is aware
He's
of
still going to be high though. He knows that.
Yeah, that's why it's
Like, he would
begrudging.
say-
He's like, I don't have to experience it, but I still know that if you drop me, I'm gonna die.
Wait, really?
That's
That's how gravity works.
it's
But-
not
but
it's
he's
not
in a
rational.
shield.
That's yeah, but it's
Okay.
not rational. That's in Torn's head.
Okay, because
Torn's
I'm like, will it transfer like to his real body,
He's
or
like,
will he be
the
okay
shield's
in
gonna
the shield?
shatter into a million pieces.
And
I'm
you
gonna
have
die.
to kind of hurry up, Nawi, because the fly only lasts 10 minutes.
Okay,
Oh
so
my.
Jack, you're casting locate creature. Anyone who is looking out and trying to track here can do either survival or perception, depending on whichever you prefer. Jack, you don't have to do that because you have locate creature. Closest one wouldn't actually be far from you. Would be a bit further south, probably like 3-4 minute flight, considering Hiroki's bike is still quite fast, even with another person on it.
I'm also casting Pass Without a Trace on us.
Okay.
Or just me, I guess.
Okay.
Naughty, if it's / Austin, if you need help with your perception roll. Dawn will help by looking in the opposite direction.
I need a perception roll.
Yes. What did I say?
Perception.
Perception or survival, whichever
sure.
is
I
better.
didn't-
Yeah, perception or survival, whichever you prefer.
Whichever one you prefer,
Okay, I didn't hear that be said.
Dawn will help by looking not where.
Mara rolled 17.
23 survival.
Mine was perception. But my passive is 20, just letting you know.
If I chose to just have a lazy flyabout.
Right.
If I just wanted to sightsee the Deadlands.
Oh, I could roll for Shikari because he could look too.
You could. So you all find a different creature, basically. Each of you finds a completely different animal. Jacaranda, with yourself and Hiroki's help and your magic, you can indeed kind of fly south a little bit, almost like following along the wall. You see a small bramble patch that has been kind of split in two, and you do indeed see this this large, older, was probably like golden brown at some point, but has now faded into like this muted gray color. This old saber-toothed tiger. It is still large and imposing, but has definitely seen better years and seems to be like laying in between the bramble patch, like trying to create a makeshift bed out of it almost, and seems to just be dozing. Noe. You and Dwan follow your set of tracks, and you do indeed follow it in a completely opposite direction, and find a large, from a distance, very kind of, it almost looks feline from a distance, but has a little bit more kind of bulk and width to it. And that's kind of just very slowly kind of just walking and prowling across the Deadlands. Mara and Shikari, you find a different set of tracks. You find, following and kind of taking a look around, you see it's almost like 3 lines, just 3 straight lines that are kind of slowly kind of curving through the dirt. It's very hard to keep track of, especially from up here. You don't have the same tracking and perceptive expertise as Nawi has. It's very, very hard to keep track of it, but you do indeed see these 3 lines here and there. Following it would be difficult, however, incredibly so.
Through the group chat, I think I found a worm-like creature, or a snake.
A snake.
But it's gonna be hard for me to follow. Did you guys find anything?
We found a big cat thing. Maybe we are gonna land and I'm gonna try and see.
I think Naui will do well. She's pretty good at befriending felines.
Somehow now he laughs in the group chat. Like Snickers like a fucking 15-year-old little boy.
We've also found a large cat. I'm assuming it's a different large cat.
Well, that would make sense. You went directly the opposite way from me. That would be.
And I don't see you, so I feel like it's a different one.
If it's the same one, that would be weird. This place would
Is
be
it
extra
gray?
weird.
What color is your large cat?
No, I've decided it's not. It's red with some brown undertones.
Okay, yes, different cats. We're gonna go talk to it.
Worm. That's me, Austin. Not no wait.
Then I will head back between you where you both went.
That sounds good.
And someone come get me when you after you talk to the animal.
We just
The
leave
Mara
Mara.
Shikari was.
How?
Yeah, I forgot it ends after 10. Okay.
Yeah,
It ends after 10 minutes. Since 5 minutes have gone by, I'm gonna follow it back.
I'm gonna bring her
Before-
on in. If possible, a nice, healthy spellcaster distance away.
I approve.
Okay.
Does it seem to notice us at all as we come down, or is it still just walking and doing its own thing?
You gather with your passive perception, you you gather that it's noticed, it just doesn't give a shit. It walks like an apex, I think is probably the best way to put it.
Yeah, that's fair. I will. Oh, I should. Does it get to save? Probably does. Let's see. So I won't use that just yet. I will speak with animals. And get off Lupa. Excuse me?
No response.
Hey! I know you can understand me at the least right now.
The slightest pause in their gait before they continue walking.
You walk like you are in charge and you are afraid to turn around and face me. Come on.
They pause. Their head turns. They look towards you. There's these red eyes that look directly into yours.
I do not mean you harm. I just have a few questions about what is going on.
You're going to be one of those, aren't you? Right, fine. Ask your questions, then leave me the fuck alone. Thank you.
I like my intelligence one. This one is rude. We found the rude one.
That one's gonna answer back. I don't think any of them are gonna be particularly nice.
Yeah. Where? Okay. How long have you been here? Do you know how many times has the sun set?
Many? Few hundred or so?
Do you remember a place before this?
Before what, exactly?
Before you were walking around in this blighted land?
No, the ground has always looked like this for as long as I've been here.
Have you ever been hunted somewhere else? Or has this always been your hunting ground?
This has always been my ground, my land.
Do you consider yourself ruler here? Is there someone stronger than you?
There are plenty who have tried.
So you have no place you fear to go? No place that is off limits?
What are you getting at, Landwalker?
what I am getting at is there anywhere that you do not go? Anywhere that feels perhaps not dangerous to one as great as you, but unsavory.
Their entire body turns now with that kind of cat-like slink as they pull themselves up a little and turn their head towards you. Just you're far too worldly to be with those book readers, those paper lovers.
There is an affronted scoff in the group chat.
I suppose you're either a hunter or prey looking for things to avoid.
And I stare this thing down. What do you think?
I'm a little upset that this isn't a challenge for my territory. I do like a good scrap, but that's not why you're here. All right. I know what you're looking for. Roughly. Turns and looks towards the southeast. About a quarter of a day's stride. That way. There's some land that is tainted even for this place. Makes a lot of us feel unwell, sick. It's the one place that doesn't seem to have anyone staking claim for its territory.
Well then, it appears that the throne is not filled. Perhaps I'll beat you to it.
I have everything I need anyway.
Clearly.
Not a problem.
Well, thank you. We will take our leave now.
Wonderful. May your children be strong and may your stomachs be full. She rolls her eyes and continues along the way, resuming her path.
I wait until we're another good, 60 feet apart. And before I let us turn around and walk away. I'll text a group chat, but this is happening the same time that Jack is talking to the tiger, so I'll wait.
All right. Jack, Hiroki. How do you approach this feline creature?
So what I'm thinking, what we can do is I can, if we land kind of nearby, I can turn into one of them, like a saber-tooth tiger, and then just kind of approach and try to be cool and ask some questions.
Later, when Mara hears about this, she'll be like, "Since when can you turn into a saber-toothed tiger?" What was in that Thai soil?
So I can, I'll leave you alone for a second, but I think it'll be okay. What do you think?
I can't speak to it. Well, I can, but it's not going to understand me.
So should I I mean, I can talk to it like I am now, but I'm worried that it'll get worried. Do you think it'll attack me if I'm all, are saber-tooth tigers like pack animals? But I'm not in its pack.
But do you think it's going to attack you as you're more likely to get attacked as a saber-toothed tiger, or as yourself?
I'll try the tiger one. We'll try it. Okay. So we're like anywhere near here's probably good.
As Jacaranda gets a new boyfriend.
I don't know if this is a boy saber-tooth tiger or a lady one or
Do saber-tooth felines have a concept of gender?
Who knows? Okay.
So we land and I transform and I still have pass without a trace up, I'm assuming. So I'll just like sneak up, and then when I get close, I'll kind of like be louder on purpose, like a little bit, so that they know that I'm not like trying to sneak up on them. It's just like I'm in the area wandering by.
One eye opens. The whole old body kind of rises up. Just. I warn you, I'm still young enough to hold this. So this place, it's still mine.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Hi. Oh, you're protecting this area?
This is my home.
I saw something earlier. It looked like it was pretty mean. Where should I avoid if I don't want to like run into those ones anymore?
We're talking about the strange ones. Relaxes again and kind of collapses back into the brambles, kind of puts its head on its paws, just east, southeast-ish. Few people were there, or maybe one person. I'm not entirely sure, but there's something out there.
Okay. And like what kind of creatures have you seen, and what do they do? Like how do they hurt people or animals?
Lots of mixtures of strange creatures, and the one, or was it two? Two-legged creatures. They were talking about brighter days, and then the ground began to shake, and those creatures started to appear.
Oh, like out of the ground?
Out of the ground, but most of them ended up perishing after a few days or being hunted by the hunters. It has gotten people very angry, and a lot of our kind very angry.
Well, I thank you so much for all the information. I'm kind of new here, and I will take that under advisement. If you need help, You can look for me, but I'm pretty sneaky, so you might not find me.
Another young'un who thinks they're the best. Go on now. Oh, one of the paws kind of moves.
Do you need anything? Or want anything?
Peace and quiet.
Like by yourself?
The eyes open again and just kind of look towards you.
Just like
This
slowly,
saber-tooth
like,
is staring daggers at you.
back away. Okay, good luck protecting your home. And just like go back. And I will cast actually I'm gonna cast Animal Friendship as I'm leaving, just so they're like, oh, that's actually a cool one. It's fine.
You cast that as you're stepping away, all you just hear is, what a strange but lovely whippersnapper.
That went well. And then just I'll tell Hiroki about everything, and then I will say it in like the group chat what I found out, and about them coming out of the ground, and they only live for like 2 days.
They come out of the ground. Oh, this makes me deeply uncomfortable.
We have learned the area we were looking for where the animals did not go to the southeast.
Mm-hmm. And there's like maybe one or a few people, and they talked about like a brighter days.
Yes, the creature I talked to said it makes them sick to be there, so I do not know about Zupa and Chakari. We may need to send them back to the gate if it makes the other animals sick. But they also, she mentioned books and researchers, so whoever is there, they have seen them before. But for now, I think we regroup. I don't think it'd be safe to leave Lupa and Shikari alone in the Deadlands. We may need to send them back through the gates and then head southeast.
I think that's a good idea.
And then we go back to regroup.
Okay.
See, that split up wasn't bad. We learned so much information.
But when I do it, it is bad.
When you do it, you rush in.
Oh no.
Without backup or support. Out of sight.
The last time you could see my body the whole time.
Wait, which last time? Because I remember you disappearing for a while.
The mind.
Oh.
Okay, but last time your consciousness was going into someone else's consciousness, and we can't see that now, can we?
No, but that is, you didn't say consciousness, you said out of sight. You could see me. Is the me my body or my consciousness?
I think we're all
Your
supposed to always.
consciousness.
I think we're just supposed to always keep a buddy around.
I have Lupa everywhere.
What makes me me? The meat sack or the thing inside the meat sack?
I have Lupa everywhere I go. I always have a buddy.
But I thought you said Lupa is you.
Yes, but you see, the connection is getting so bad. I will talk to you.
And what about the time Lupa died?
Oh God.
Then Lupa was not there with you.
Okay. With the party heading back, regrouping at the gate before setting out to this whatever it is, getting whatever business you need done before you head out. That's a good place to end the session there. We can pick up next time with entering whatever this strange facility is. Woo. I'm very excited. I've been prepping for this for a while now, so very fun,
Let's
very exciting.
go.
Ray's gonna be so sad when we decide to blow it up from a distance.
Ray-
Not going to it at all.
Ray's
Go in
gonna
there.
be-
Okay. Drop
No.
fireball.
No, Ray's gonna be so sad when we roll up and we freaking communicate a deal.
I'm letting all of you know now he is throwing weapons on sight at these people hurting these animals.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know if you want to have a conversation with these people, you need to distract this woman because she will be throwing her spear from spear distance at the first person she sees.
No, it's okay, because as we learned, we can just speak with dead. I think I still have a skull in my bag.
Probably, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
You do. We did not
Yeah,
resolve that.
you have Kasim's head still in your bag.
I forgot about that.
Okay.
I mean, you could throw that at them.
You could. I don't know what it would achieve, but you could.
They might just stitch it onto something.
Oh, no.
no.
Oh boy.
Because it's a
Material.
panther
That
head.
went sideways. I was thinking
No.
like
That's not what
It's-
we.
intimidation tactic.
Not to these people. To any other
Not to these
boss.
people.
Mm.
Any other time, it's like, I'm the bad guy. Oh, are you the bad guy? You threw why do you have a skull? I thought I was the bad guy. Anyway, please
Are you
outro
just
us.
carrying that around? What do you mean, yes?
I'm about to get another one.
Okay. Let's do a quick round the horn. Let people plug what they want to plug before we head out for the night. Let's go ahead and start with Austin.
Hi, my name is Austin. My pronouns are he, they, she. I just got done playing Naui, whose pronouns are she, they. I'm an award-winning game designer, performer, writer, and friend. You can find me over on Twitter as Sailor Austin. That's at Sailor SCT Austin. I'm also on TikTok and Hive whenever the Hive servers come back on, if they ever come back on. Those are the best places to know what I am up to at any given moment because there's too much list here, so I won't be doing it. Good luck.
Akemi.
Hi, that's me. Let's see. I just played Hiroki. Hiroki is he, him. I'm she, they. You can find me on the internet wherever I exist at Ninja Penguin AM. I make games, I play games, and I do stuff.
Alice.
Hello. Sorry, I had to unmute myself.
Deer in headlights.
Yes, that's just my ultimate vibe. I am So Much Geek, also known as Alice, and I do a lot of random things whenever my brain focuses on those things. And you can find out about those on either Instagram or Twitter, or also Hive if Hive ever returns. Yeah, and I was Jacaranda today, and she, they pronouns for the both of us.
Rochelle.
Hi, I'm Rochelle, Dragon Gem here on Twitch, the Dragon Gem on Twitter. I was playing Mara. Both of our pronouns are she, her. Let's see. I stream on my own channel on Sundays at 3 Mountain. I play lots of puzzle games. All proceeds from my channel go to local animal shelters in my area. This coming Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be on the Bulldog Omega's channel, and we are doing a charity D&D stream to raise money for Extra Life. and my character is a goblin named Edith Forks because Edith Forks is an anagram for the kids. And yes, she has forks for daggers because she's a rogue. But yeah, you should come on by, watch us play the goblin silliness, and help us raise some money.
And Jesse.
Hello, I am Jessie, she, her pronouns, and I played Dawan, also she, her, our resident snarky, tired of her girlfriend's bullshit shifter. I do art things. I occasionally post on art things, post my art things at Jahoos the Moose on all the social medias there are, except for currently because I started a new job 2 weeks ago. And I'm very tired. But I'm also working on a lot of commissions. So that's cool. Like Rochelle, I will be this Saturday, not at 2 p.m., probably around 5 p.m. Eastern, helping out my friend Ouija for his 24-hour Extra Life charity stream. And we will be playing games and doing shenanigans and just having a great time. So if you'd like to join us and have a great time, we'll be streaming at twitch.tv/WIIGI Ouija. Putting the hey in hey team.
Awesome. As always, follow all these wonderful people and all that they do. Hi, I'm Ray. I am your humble GM for the Mind of the Martyr. You can usually find me on screen or behind the scenes here at Friends Who Roll Dice. You can usually find me in a few other places, like in literally 5 hours when I'm in another game. I've lost control of my life.
I'm sorry, you say you have a game in
Please
5 hours?
tell me there's a nap in between.
Yes.
Oh yeah, wait, everyone stop. Finish this outro and go to fucking sleep.
Yes. Go to bed.
Yeah, I'm in a few other projects that are still kind of wheels turning. I will also probably be popping up in the charity stream with our good friend Ouija at some point, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. And that's about all I really have to plug right now. So, yeah, the only other thing I really need to mention is that Friends Who Roll Dice here, a whole bunch of our YouTube backlog has just gone up. So if there's any of the older games that you've been a part of that you'd like to go ahead and check out, or any of the games that you've seen that you would like to go ahead and rewatch over the last little while, we've uploaded a whole bunch of backlog, and we're currently going through whatever backlog else we have. So keep an eye on the YouTube channel. Same as here, Friends Who Roll Dice. And we've already got projects planned for 2023. So hey, watch this space. It's going to be fun. Yeah, that's about it. We're going to go ahead and send the love that you have given us elsewhere. Big thank you to our affiliates and our sponsors. Big thank you to all of y'all for watching. Take care, rest well, hydrate, medicate, all of that good stuff. And we'll go ahead and see you next time. Keep moving forward. Bye.